They are the men and women of RAF Lossiemouth, serving on NATO's eastern front line. STV News has been given access to the service personnel from Murray on a 4-month deployment at the Amarai Air Base in Estonia. Their task? To police the skies above the Baltic at a time of heightened tension with Russia, never more so than since the Cold War. With the first of his special reports, this from Stephen Brown.
In the rain-filled skies above Estonia, Scottish-based jets return to land. Typhoon fighter jets from RAF Lossiemouth tasked with keeping the skies above the Baltic states safe. UK forces have been at the Amarai Air Base since March as part of NATO's air policing mission, intercepting mainly Russian aircraft.
The UK has got a long history of working closely with the Baltic states and supporting Estonia and maintaining the integrity of their national borders as well as helping out with NATO and their national borders. And what we're doing out here is very much akin to what we do in the UK in terms of quick reaction alert to assure the airspace of NATO.
The war in Ukraine has heightened tensions in the region. 6 Typhoon jets from Lossiemouth are currently here, often dealing with Russian aircraft leaving Kaliningrad or St. Petersburg, but not communicating.
For us, it's to ensure the integrity of NATO airspace, and that means that anybody who's not talking to the right air traffic controllers or squawking the right modes, which is again to do with air traffic control, we are just making sure that we verify who those people are, and that if they're not complying with the rules of the air, we shadow them and make sure that they don't do anything they should not be doing.
The Typhoon jets are in a state of readiness. They've already intercepted 50 aircraft in their time here. This week, RAF pilots from the base are also involved in training with Finnish counterparts. Finland, of course, the latest nation to join NATO as tensions rise in recent years. But this old Soviet base is only a couple of 100 miles from the Russian border.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't think you can get away from the fact that we are quite close to the Russian border, so that inevitably will provide additional challenges, but we're well equipped and well trained to provide that assurance piece to the CO, and we'll monitor and mitigate any threats as they come up.
180 RAF personnel are here at the moment, and it means behind the jets in the skies there are many tasked with keeping the operation going.
We've got just over 220 items of equipment here, ranging from ground power units. We've got the weapon loaders behind me just here that we maintain, to even the aircraft steps that the pilots use to get up and down the aircraft, and the big refueler Bowsers as well that we maintain, so the vehicle fleets. And we have a priority list of things that we respond to straight away.
Day or night, the work doesn't stop. This mission seen as vital for security across Europe and the UK's standing in providing its defence.
And Stephen joins us from the Amarai Air Base now. Stephen, how important is this operation given the tensions we've seen recently with Russia?
Well, NATO air policing has been taking place at this air base for around the last decade now, different countries taking their turn to be part of the operation. As I said in the piece, it's RAF Lossiemouth, these Typhoon jets, it's their chance to be part of it. Now, I don't think that it's increased or changed in any way given the recent tensions, but it certainly has put what's happening here into sharper focus.
And Stephen, this work is happening with the Estonians. How important is that cooperation?
Well, I think it's hugely important, not just to work with the Estonian military and defence forces, but also with the Estonian people. You know, we are not far away from the Russian border. There's still a lot of historical and cultural ties for some with that country. And NATO and indeed the RAF know that while they're here, it's also about getting out into the community, getting out there and showing actively to people what they are doing to keep them safe, to keep their nation safe and the wider region safe. And it is some amount of work that they are doing. And tomorrow we will speak to some more of those behind this operation here in Estonia.
Stephen in Estonia, thank you.